Hello everyone! Today I'll be making a ruined castle base. This also has an alternative finish where it is not ruined if you want a slightly different aesthetic. But this also has a secret bedroom, so you can hide any of your valuables if you wish to hide them. Now of course in the preview this is not actually that hidden, however you can add extra barrels in front so that it is actually hidden. But with that being said, let's get right into the tutorial. Okay, onto the first step of this build. So we're going to lay down the foundations so we can build them up afterwards. First step here is you're going to be making a 9 diameter circle. Chart will be provided, and you're going to be cutting out a hole on the left-hand side of the circle, as well as adding in stripped spruce logs on either side. You're also going to be adding in walls. So the left-hand wall is going to be 12 blocks long from the very top to the very bottom. And then the right-hand wall is going to be 7 blocks from left to right. Now you're going to be going up an additional block. Don't go up on the first wall because we're going to be dealing with that later. Next, you're going to go up an additional block. You're going to cover the doorway. Go up an additional block just on the circle, ignoring 3 blocks in the corner there. Now you're going to be going up an additional block, however only half of the circle, as well as putting in the floor, as well as a stripped spruce log there, which is going to be a support pillar later on. You're going to go up an additional block here, same one as the part prior. Again, same thing as part prior, however we're going to be missing just 2 blocks in the back there. And now we're going to be doing the edge of the roof. So I'm going to show you an aerial view here. So it's basically going to be a circle, however the bottom right of this circle is going to be a little bit different than the other ones. You're also going to be mixing in campfires here and there just to kind of give it a bit more of a rough look. And then you're going to fill in the hole on your roof with full spruce planks. And then you're also going to be connecting that stripped spruce log pillar in the back with a upside down stair as well as a half slab on top of the pillar. Okay, onto the front part of the build. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put down some berry bushes. This is less for a reasonable food source and more of just to add some color into the build. In the back, 3 barrels and 2 hay blocks. Then you're going to add in an additional barrel, an additional hay block, as well as 3 half slabs above the door as kind of a door cover, as well as 2 trapdoors as kind of a fence into the bush area. Last step here is you're going to be adding in a lantern, as well as adding in the path blocks going up into the front door. So you're going to have kind of a mix of cobblestone, coarse dirt, and path blocks. Of course, you can just use normal grass blocks if that's what you want instead of coarse dirt, but I like the dirt texture mixed in. Okay, onto the interior of the lower floor. So first step, you're going to put down a floor. Just fill it in with spruce planks. Then you're going to put down a lantern in the back with 4 double chests as well as a crafting table. And then 4 barrels, 2 of which on 2 trapdoors as kind of a shelf, as well as an additional double chest. Now we're going to be doing the stairs as well as the way down into the secret bedroom area. So, first step, you're going to put down kind of a hole in the floor. This is going to go down 4 blocks total, so 3 blocks below the floor. You can put a barrel as well as cut out the roof, which is going to be 2 blocks wide, 4 blocks long. Now you're going to add an additional barrel as well as a trap door to cover the hole. An additional barrel. Then you're going to put in the right staircase. And the reason why I'm going to be splitting that is because the left one is different. So instead of the upside down staircases, you're going to be having fencing. Alright, so first step here is you're going to be digging out a 3x4 room down here. And of course lighting up with the lantern or a torch, whichever one you prefer. And the first step here is you're going to be adding in a 3-high fence support pillar in the back, a bed, as well as cutting out a 2x2x2 cube in the back there. It's going to be a little stash area. Next up, you're going to put in a lectern, a item frame with a sword in it. Could be whatever sword you like. Could be a diamond sword, iron sword, stone sword, whatever you can afford. As well as a gold ore block. Now, you don't have to put this in. I put this in to kind of make the stash look a little bit more rich, but of course you don't need to add this. Next up, you're going to put in a staircase with a sign on the side, a campfire that's turned off with some potatoes on it. This is just to kind of signify a, somewhat of a food supply, as well as 2 upside down stone brick stairs. And then last step here is we're going to add some texture onto the walls. Now, of course, I added this in. However, your walls may already be textured when you're doing this. I had to texture them because, of course, my whole world is made of dirt. So I had to put this in after the fact. But, of course, if your walls are not textured, you can texture them now. Alright, now onto the second floor. So, first step here is you're going to be adding in 3 support pillars, as well as a campfire with 2 stone brick stairs on either side, as well as cutting a hole out of your roof to let the smoke rise. Next up is you're going to be encasing it, so you're going to put in 3 half slabs, 2 upside down stone brick stairs, as well as an additional half slab on the top there. Next step there is you're going to be finishing the chimney. I'm going to add in a picture of the roof there so you can kind of see the full picture. Now we're going to be adding in 9 furnaces. And then, of course, to finish it off, add in your lantern to light up the top floor here. Alright, now it's time to dress up the wall section. Alright, so before you get to the walls, you're going to add in 3 spruce fences. This is going to separate the edge of your top floor onto the wall section. You're going to be adding in 3 stone brick stair sets. So you're going to have one going down into the upper wall, another one going into the lower section, and then on the end there, you're going to raise it up into a 2x2 platform there, and you have stairs going up there. As well as you're going to be having upside down stairs in a alternating pattern as you see on screen now. Then you're going to be adding in blocks on top of those stairs, and then putting half slabs in between, as well as lanterns to make sure your wall is lit up. Alright, onto the last section here, this front wall. Now, there are 2 ways to finish this build. You can either destroy it, or you can finish it by doing this front wall section here. So I'm going to put a kind of a ghostly overlay here of what it would look like if I were to finish it. Obviously, it's not that hard. Just raise it up, continue your pattern here, and then kind of put in kind of upside down stone brick stairs on the entrance as kind of an archway. And then, of course, add an additional lantern to light it up. And this is a completely valid way to finish the build. However, if you don't want that, and you want it like what I previewed, then we'll be getting into the section here where I will be destroying this build. I will be replacing blocks, I will be removing blocks, and at the end of this, it will look like the one that I have in the preview if you follow this block by block, which is exactly what I'll be doing from here on out. So I will be not talking, and instead I will show you each individual block in quick succession. About every half second or so, I'm going to show you a block. Of course, you can pause, break the block, replace it, and by the end of this, you'll have exactly what I have. So, without further ado, let's continue the ruination of this build. Alright, there you have it. The build is finished. If you enjoyed the build, make sure to like the video. If you've made any changes to the build, if you went about the build a slightly different way, then make sure to leave a comment down below. Or if there's anything that you think that I should change about this build because you think it would be better, also leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe for future content as well. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.